Hello. Hey Jess, how you doing?
Fine, and you?
Good, thanks, my sweetie.
Oh,
You're
I'm in
winning.
my PJs tonight.
Oh, that's okay. I hope you got a glass of wine at least, girl.
Don't I have chocolate?
Well, the winning, you know, winning. Amazing. Just put a thing on the group. You guys. So, how's your month looking, love?
A bit slow, hey? Very slow.
You'll just keep doing the actions, the results will come. You'll see.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to tonight because I'm struggling with this whole recruitment thing.
Okay, cool. Hey T, how are you? Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, and you?
Very good, thanks. I'm so glad you could
Good.
make tonight. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hello, Janine.
Hello.
How are you, my babe? Long
Good,
time no
and
chat.
you?
You know?
Yes.
So long. Okay, we're just gonna give it another 2 minutes, guys. Okay, and then we will kick off.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jess. Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
Good and you.
So who watched Hazel's training that she did on Monday or Tuesday night?
I'm still watching the one from last week.
Okay.
Which one was the one that you did on Monday?
About attraction marketing, recruitment. She covered.
I don't remember.
Anybody? Okay. Okay, if you haven't watched it,
but didn't get to it.
Okay, cool. If you haven't watched it this week, you can try and catch up on it, guys. It's a really good one, but we'll talk about some of the things that she said on tonight's call as well. So, guys, in the spirit of being punctual, those that arrive on time will start on time. So, if nobody else joins us, okay, all right. Okay, so tonight we're talking about recruitment, and the homework was to identify what are you struggling most with recruitment and what has worked well for you so far. So Jess, do you want to maybe kick off, love?
Yeah, okay, I think from what's worked well so far for me is I only managed to recruit people that I've actually know and have had a relationship with in the past. But so
brilliant.
I think obviously having that trust and credibility helps.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with the people I don't know. Yeah. What I find is that they keen to find out more.
Hello.
Hi, Sudie. Sorry, Jess.
they're keen to find out more. And then as soon as I send them the link, they're like sort of back off a bit. So I don't know if I need to change my
strategy. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Interesting and nice feedback. Thank you. Tanya, do you want to maybe share what's has worked well for you so far from a recruitment point of view and what you're struggling with?
Nothing's worked well for me, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm also struggling. I send them, they're first interested, and then after that it just dies down.
Okay.
And I'm bad at bothering people. I don't like doing it. That's my problem. Nagging.
Yeah.
I back off, which is bad. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Great feedback. Janine, do you want to maybe share what's working well, what's not?
Yes, I also think the same as Jess and Tanya. I find the people that knows me, the ones I've signed up. I only have signed up people. I've signed up one lady that I didn't know from above, but she hasn't done anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I try and connect with her every week and say, and yeah, she says she's busy and everything. So I keep trying. She will still probably come around, but
absolutely,
yeah. And then also, I've sent out links to people asking if they will be interested. That one post I did beginning of the year was quite well.
Yeah,
it worked quite well, but yeah, then again the people, nothing happens from it. So recruiting is really, this is my
yeah. Okay, cool. And we all feel that way in the beginning, guys. So where you guys are at is very normal. Nayo, love. So experiences from a recruiting point of view, what's worked well, what's challenging for you at the moment?
So far, same as the other ladies, nothing going well at the moment. People want the opportunity, but then they just disappear as soon as you invite them to the call. They don't show up or they can't make it to the call. So it's quite hectic finding the right people to actually drag and make it work.
Okay, so we're all saying similar things, which is clearly it's a universal problem that we're facing. So that's awesome. We can tackle it together. Okay, guys. So we're going to tackle tonight's training in parts. Let me just remember to share my screen, guys. I did a live.
I think Tumi's also on.
Hi, ladies.
Hello, Tumi. Welcome, babes. How are you? Quickly, while I share my screen, my angel, talk to me. What are you finding is working well so far from a recruiting point of view, and what are you struggling with?
Yeah, it is a bit tough, but I always say there's a little sun rays through the clouds. Yeah. So what I'm doing now is just sharing with the ladies and allowing the ladies to join in on the Monday presentations. So I'm hoping the best comes out from there.
Has KG
but yeah, I mean, she had the same sentiments with all. Yeah, she said no, she'll be interested, but there's always that but I guess it's just from our side just to follow up and encourage them. The best part is that, KG has been involved in a lot of network marketing where she had to pay in a fee to join and was forced to sell products, etc. But this appeals to her because, I mean, she doesn't, nobody pays in any joining fee, or you don't have to buy the products. I mean, the products are great, but then you're not forced to do anything. So this sort of gives her that confidence to join. But I hope if she does join, I think she's going to do great in this business.
100%. Okay, awesome. Okay, guys. So we're going to talk about sources of recruitment first. Okay. And then we're going to talk about approach. And guys, I'm even learning in this business on a daily basis. So I'm starting to figure out stuff that's working and stuff that's not working. So I'm going to share with you tonight some of the tactics that I'm finding is working really, really well for me. So I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been an influx of people that I've introduced into the business over the last 6 weeks. And my challenge is getting them activated and lots of people asking lots of questions, but it's a nice challenge to have. So I want to just share with you kind of what my strategy's been. Okay, so the first thing, guys, we're all saying it. The people that we know are the people that it's easier to have that conversation with. You feel more confident because you know them. They have trust in you. So going to your network is definitely the place to go. This is what I did wrong in the business in the beginning. You guys probably heard this a couple of times. And it's sometimes it's the market that maybe you fear the most because you're scared of what people are going to think about you. You're scared of rejection, all these things that run through your mind. The sooner you can get over that obstacle, the better for you, because that is where the low-hanging pickings are. And you already know the character of the person. So you know, are they a go-getter or aren't they? You know, are they hungry enough to make this work or aren't they? And we're going to talk about your network and how we extend that network shortly. And then we talk about the Facebook organic side of things. Sorry, let me try and just switch off these notifications quickly. So basically, the organic side of things is when you friend people on Facebook. We're going to talk about the right way and the wrong way of doing it. Instagram, also the right way and the wrong way of doing it. An intentional Facebook post like Janine did at the beginning of the year, which she got some great responses, and we're going to talk more about that in a minute. LinkedIn, so that is the business network, business social media for professionals. Then your network, and we're going to talk about how do you actually like spider web into your networks. And then being intentional and going and joining a group where you can network, and we'll expand ideas there. When you're out and about, paid Facebook advertising, and then turning a no into a referral. So those are the key sources. But first, what is absolutely critical, and guys, this is honestly the differentiator, is what is your story? Even if you've only been in this business for 5.5 seconds, you have a story. And if you don't feel that your story is powerful enough, then you need to use your upline story and mesh it as kind of the hero, but you still need to bring in your story, okay? Why? Why is it important that we create a story? Any thoughts?
People
Create
want
interest.
something real to go by.
100%. Create influence so that people can relate to you, that they can understand your struggles and your pain points. And you don't have to have arrived yet, guys. You don't have to be like at the top of the organization in order to be impactful. You just need to be real. So who were you before New Skin? Okay? Like Neo. Like before New Skin, like I had no hope because I'm working insane hours for ridiculous pay. I'm working my butt off to make somebody else rich. That's your story before New Skin. Now, you heard about New Skin through this Facebook page that you commented on, and you decided you wanted to join because you know you deserve a better life, and you want to be your own boss, and you want to have time freedom. And you and your partner, you know, your plan is to have children, and you can be one of those moms that can spend time with your kids. And with New Skin, this is what I've learned so far. So you may not have arrived at your destination, but man, I've learned so much about social media, and I've learned so much about this and that, and I'm busy experiencing the products, and they are just amazing. Right? And this is what I can see my future with with New Skin being. It's going to be the game changer. It's going to be the thing that is going to help me become financially free and give me the time freedom that I'm so list for. That's your story. Okay. All right. So, guys, I want you to very quickly write down who were you before New Skin, like a bullet point. And talk to me about what was life like? What were your struggles? What were your pain points? How did you hear about New Skin? Why did you decide to join? What has the journey been like with New Skin? What has been the wow factors for you? And even if they're the smallest things, guys, it makes you relatable. And where do you see your future with New Skin? So those 5 points, write them down right now. And we're gonna role play all of these things. Okay. Almost done? Right. Okay, so who's gonna share first?
I'll share first.
Cool, thank you.
Okay. So my story before New Skin is that I was making wooden crafts till what hours in the morning. I was physically exhausted. I worked my fingers, it had splinters and you name it. And then I met Amanda at one of the markets that I was working my butt off. And she introduced me to New Skin. And then I joined because I wanted to make extra money. And I said initially I would just, even if it's just 5,000 Rand extra a month. And within 8 months, I've fortunately have been able to just on the commission double that already. So that is a plus for me. So that's my life with New Skin has definitely changed. I've always seemed to have a little bit extra at the end of the month when normally I didn't know how I would make it. Mm-hmm. And my future with New Skin is all the way to the top. I am not stopping until I am where I want to be.
Amazing. Thank you. Short, sweet, and simple, guys. Amazing. Okay. Okay, who's next? Tanya?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Before New Skin, I was jobless, so I was feeling a bit down, depressed, didn't know what to do. Then you phoned me. I don't know where you got my number from, but you phoned me. So I thought, no, I'll take it on, a new experience, something to get me. I was bored as well, so to get me going and to make a bit of extra money. My life with New Skin has been fun. It's been exciting, meeting new people and learning the products, selling the products, because they're good products, and hopefully in the future to be financially free, also to move up, to go to the top, work a bit harder and get to the top.
Amazing.
That's it.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So relatable. That's amazing. Okay, Jess.
Okay, before New Skin, I was working for a corporate company and was on the road all the time. Had no time for my family because I was working overtime every night and just had no life whatsoever. Then I had...
Jess, you've frozen, babes. Gotta love technology. It's amazing.
And I knew I was going to be leaving, so I needed something to fill that gap.
Yeah.
And since joining, it's it's been challenging. I'm not going to lie. It's not a walk in the park, but it's so rewarding knowing that you're doing it for yourself and not for someone else.
Brilliant.
And doing this, I'm now able to go and watch my son play cricket and tennis and swimming and spend every day afternoon with them, where I would never ever been able to do that before. And yeah, my future is I want to go to the top. There's no stopping at all.
Beautiful girl. Amazing. And I love that you're real. So you share the stuff, your struggles. That's good.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to hide those things, guys, because also you want to attract people that have got grits. You don't want time wasters. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, Timmy, talk to me, babes.
Well, my journey with New Skin is very young. I think about a month now. But I'd say New Skin found me at a point in my life where I was feeling very miserable, because I thought, I mean, is this life all about you finishing school, working up until 60, 66, or I'm not sure, 65, I think that's the pension age.
Yeah.
Then that's it. You work all your life. However, I was wrestling with myself and saying, no, there's more to life. There's got to be more to life than just this. I mean, I'm a woman. I don't have to sell my body to make it big. There's just something more. What is it? And I mean, it was something that I took to prayer, and then Jess gave me a call, and I was like, oh, hi, Jess, because I mean, Jess was my team leader 4 years ago, I think, Jess, hey?
Yeah.
And she told me about New Skin. I hadn't heard about it before.
Nice.
Then after the call, I thought to myself, hey, there's one thing that Jess said that was profound. She said the person she thought about was me. And I thought, no, this has to be God sent. So I thought to myself, you know what? I don't know anything about New Skin, but I've got support. I've got Jess. This is what I was looking for. And it will give me that flexibility and move me out of that sort of norm.
Yeah.
I always say that I call it a robot, because we sort of, I mean, the economy sort of dictates to us that you finish school, you work, you go to pension, you die, and that's it. I say to myself that, hey, I can be a human being. I don't have to be a robot now. And what's nice about it was that now I can make a decision to either fail or flourish. I mean, it's a journey. There's a lot to learn. And right now I can pursue my passions and live my dreams. And I'm like just said now, it's not easy, but I mean, anything that's not easy is worth having. And now that I'm in New Skin for a month, I see that there's a lot to learn, and I can walk this journey and make it.
Yeah. Brilliant. Brilliant. I love it, Timmy. Awesome. Good on you, Jess. You see.
And I have to just say, she's right. Like when I signed up, because initially I told Janine that I was just going to sell. I didn't want to, I'd had a team my whole 10 years of working. I didn't want to build a team. And then when I decided I was going to, Timmy was literally the first person that came to mind.
Brilliant.
And I don't know why, because I hadn't seen her or spoken to her in years. But yeah, so.
Amazing. Timmy, you made an impression, and clearly there's some divine intervention, girls. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, nothing happens by chance. I mean, me and Jess meant for a reason.
100%. Ayo, come give us your version from your mouth.
Sure. Honestly, before this, all I did was just imagine it in my brain, you know, being out of the office and actually doing something that I want to do. Having time on my hands and not going to work all day every day, and doing whatever I want to at whatever time, having my own business, working with women, and just influencing people's lives, and connecting with women, because I'm in an office where I'm like working with men. So yeah, it's been really tough. So and yeah, I'm just waiting for it to like kick and just go out there and work. So far it's still a bit slow, but I have hope, a lot of hope, because if I could imagine it before this and now it's happening, then it's meant to be. I won't give up.
Awesome. Cool. And what does your future look like?
Very bright. I just need to do it and make it work. But I believe it will work.
Brilliant. And it's going to. You're going to see. You're going to see. It's going to pay off, guys. Okay, so you've all got your story. So the recommendation, guys, is you've got your 30-second version and you've got a 2-minute version. Okay, your 2-minute version, you can go into a little bit of more detail, like, you know, really thinking about who you're speaking to. And if you know that person is also working in full-time employment, expand a little bit about what you absolutely hated about full-time employment, or you still hate about full-time employment, and why this business attracted you so much. Try and expand a little bit in terms of the wins that you've experienced so far. And guys, it can be as simple as, you know, when I got my first order, it was the most wonderful experience, and it was just a surge of adrenaline, and like it's addictive, and I cannot wait to get more, you know. Or it could be like I have learned so much, or how I've grown as a person. Or if you've already started tasting the financial reward, like start talking about the practical things, about like the fact that you could maybe, you know, pay for your child's camp in cash, and you didn't have to, you know, ask your husband for money, or whatever that looks like, you know. Like, everybody's got a story to share. So just extract the detail. And again, your 2-minute version at this point could also mean that you are integrating your upline's story. So to me, you can integrate Jess's story into, you know, you heard her story, this and this and this and this, and that's why you got into business. All right. Okay, so that's something that you guys need to, you need to practice. You actually need to stand in front of the mirror and you need to say it to yourself. And it sounds a little bit like you're doing a nice Stedford, but the thing is that you have to know your story so well enough. And guys, you need to speak from the heart. But you have to know it so well enough that you can adapt it depending on the circumstance. So if you're sitting and having coffee with a friend, it's going to be conversational. If you're on the telephone and you can hear somebody's in a rush, you know, like instead of 30 seconds, you've got 15 seconds, you know, and you need to make this quick and you need to keep their attention. So you're only going to get to that point once you're well versed in your story. And your story is going to keep evolving. So remember, we did vision boards. As you start achieving those things on your vision board, and that's why your vision board also needs to include the little milestones that you want to achieve. You know, if it means that you want to go and buy yourself a new handbag, the minute you can do that, man, you got to celebrate that, and that's got to be part of your story. And as these wins start growing, so you got to keep refreshing your story. Okay, right. So let's talk about the approach. What is really important to include in the conversation when you're talking to a prospective recruitee? The first thing is your story, obviously. But guys, everybody is busy. Like, majority of you girls are working full-time, okay? Ain't nobody got time to, you know, be spending an hour on the phone. And this isn't just for the telephone, by the way. This is for social media. This is if you are voice noting. This is if you are sending a video. You've got to express that you are really, really busy. And so you're glad that you could catch the person before you needed to do X, Y, and Z, or whatever the case may be, okay? Or this is going to be a quick voice note or something to that effect. You've got to create the sense of this person is like making it happen, all right? And I think there's truth in that matter. We've all got hectic schedules. We've all got limited time. So it's not that you're faking it. It's a real thing, okay? Then, guys, don't be afraid when you're having a conversation with a prospect to right up front state that you're affiliated with Nu Skin. Because at that very point, if anybody has got any reservations of Nu Skin, rather let them express them up front, that you can handle those objections up front, then get through the entire pitch only to find out that they've had a bad experience with Nu Skin and they really actually don't want to talk to you. You've wasted your time, you've wasted their time, and you've maybe missed a critical opportunity to rectify their perception about who Nu Skin is. It's important that we establish that we're not a fly-by-night company, that we've been around for at least over 35 years now this year. And that we're an international company. So we're based in over 50 markets. Location is not our limitation. Tanya, I don't care, girl, that you live in a small town. Location is not your limitation. This business is everything you want it to be. Okay, we can do business all over the world. So it doesn't matter if you are in Timbuktu. This still can be a game changer for you, and you can still go to the top. Right. We have award-winning and patented technology. This is what sets us apart to all the other multi-level marketing companies out there. We protect our IP, and we are recognized for how phenomenal our products are. We've got something for everybody. So, I laugh a lot inside to myself when people say, I don't think anybody's going to want to buy these products. They're too expensive. I don't think anybody's going to want to buy these products. It's not for my market. Darling, here's the newsflash. We've got close to 300 products in South Africa, 600 products worldwide. I can guarantee you can find one product that will match one person's need. There is something for everybody. And let's just quickly handle the objection of pricing, because I think it's something that may creep up from time to time. When people say, oh my gosh, you're going to spend just under 200 Rand, including your shipping, for a teeth whitening toothpaste. Yes, my darling, but let me explain something to you. If you had to go to the dentist and get a teeth whitening kit, that's going to cost you 6,000 Rand. Tell me, do you want to spend 200 Rand on a toothpaste or 6,000 Rand on a teeth whitening kit that is actually going to damage your enamel? Skincare system, yes, you might pay a little bit more now up front, but it's going to last you 3 months. So when you work out your cost per month, it's going to be way less. You're actually going to save money. And on top of that is that you're getting a quality product that isn't going to damage your skin. It's actually going to target the core problem that you're using that skin for, whether it's acne, whether it's pigmentation, whether it's because you got dry skin, whether it's because you got normal combo skin and all the other skincare makes your skin too oily and you have that oily sheen. Okay, like our products do what they say that they do. The end. So yes, you might pay a little bit more. But again, if you compare it to Clarence, to Dermalogica, Nutricentials, guys, is better than Clarence and is probably, I need to do the math, but I think it's probably 2/3 of the price. Just saying. And it's going to last you longer. Okay.
I love that about the toothpaste, because most people say, oh no, I'm not spending 200 bucks on a toothpaste.
Because it's not Colgate.
So I love that. Yeah, I tell them it's not Colgate.
Yes.
And they said, well, I've been using it for years, but I'm not spending 200. But I love, now I'm going to use that whole 6,000 Rand of the kit. I think I'll catch them with that.
That's it.
And also it lasts, one tube lasts me 3 months, like 2.5, 3 months. Yeah.
So again, you're actually saving money, because how much do you spend every 2-3 weeks on your Colgates? That doesn't do anything, by the way. You actually just take and a Scorbic acid, I think it is. Like hello. Just saying. Yeah. Okay. So then we have won an award for paying our sales leaders the most amount of money. And you girls that are brand reps or on your path to brand representatives, if you've made past your 500 blocks, tomorrow, girls, you got commission that you're going to be drawing out. Woohoo! Like, what does that do to cash flow? And even if you're not a brand representative, you should be having sharing bonuses that you'll have available to draw out tomorrow. Like, what company can give you that cash fluidity? There we go. It's a word. There's a word. and have won an award for disrupting the way multi-level marketing companies pay their people. We won awards for it. Okay, so everybody wants to know, so they've heard your story, they kind of get an idea of the organization, and those important points, you don't have to cover all of them. Again, know who you're talking to. You might only talk about the top 3 things. So an example, Janine invited a lady to our business briefing call the other day. Her and I luckily had a few minutes before the lady joined on the call, and this lady is proper super skeptical. She's had heard bad. She's heard that everybody's selling new skin. Her friend sells new skin, isn't doing very well in the business, and obviously isn't saying great things. So she's already got this idea of that this isn't for her. And in the business briefing, we made it very clear about the points that she needed to hear. She needed to hear that we've won an award for disrupting the sales incentive program. We spoke, what else did we speak about? We spoke about that there's something for everybody, that we're international, so location is not our limitation. So we had to pull out the points that were going to be the convincers to her negative perception about the company. Okay. So it's important that you know your business inside and out. And when we win awards, guys, celebrate it on Facebook, because the people that are following you are going to eventually go, oh, hold on, like, who's this person? Why are they doing so well? Why are they in the spotlights? Okay. Makes sense. Janine, are we winning with that prospect?
Not yet.
She's going to need a little bit of convincing, but you're going to do it. You're going to hook her, no problems. Okay. Right. Then, the crux of the matter is, why did everybody join this business? It's the money, honey, right? Okay. We didn't join it just for our well-being. So you got to get to the nitty-gritties as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you lose your audience. So you got to talk about, how do you make money? You make money as a brand affiliate by selling products at retail. You get them at wholesale. The difference between is a retail profit. And plus, if you use our app to easily share the products get delivered directly to your customers. Your customers fulfill the orders on their own, so they pay for the products. They pay Nu Skin Direct, so you don't have to worry about handling money and bank charges and hassle. Oh my gosh, on top of your profit, you get paid a sharing bonus. Like, it's a win-win. You double whammy. And then the real part is when you become a brand representative. On top of that, your profits, your sharing bonus, and you get a commission. All right? And however, this opportunity is absolutely free. So there's no risk involved, but to be a good brand affiliate, and guys, we've got to make this point really, really clear up front, because it's going to start distinguishing the time wasters versus those that are really interested and serious about the business. Is you've got to use the product, because if you don't have your own story, you lack credibility. And I think you guys that have been in this business for a little bit will attest to that. Jess was so excited the other day. She was voice noting me about her experience with the galvanic face bar. Look at how gorgeous her skin is looking. She's got credibility, because she can go to all her friends and she can say, look at how beautiful I am, and like I'm glowing, and would you like to know how? Let me tell you, So it's those stories that people buy from people, and you're not going to have credibility if you don't have your own story. Okay, right. Then let's talk about the approaches. We start with the low-hanging fruit, which is your network. So how do we do it? Is we start with a compliment. So you've got to connect the dots. You know that person. That person might be a mom of 2. She might juggle an insane schedule. She might be the mom that always pitches up at the PTA meetings, that's always putting her hand up to help. And you just think she is just dynamite. And compliment her, but be sincere. Okay, if you fake it, guys, people are gonna pick you up a mile away, and that's the biggest key in this business, is you have to be authentic through and through. And just compliment that person and say, you know, I'm like just so impressed with how you manage life. Like, you just seem like you can juggle multiple balls. And I was just actually thinking about you the other day, because I'm looking to partner with just dynamic humans like yourself. And I was wondering, would you be interested in maybe making a little extra cash on a weekly basis? You know? Like, there's so many different ways you can approach your network, and each one is probably going to be different. So guys, it does take a little bit of thought before you just randomly blurt out, hey, I've got this link, can I send you this business opportunity? You're not gonna win that way. Jess, it took the conversation with Tumi. It wasn't just, I'm going to send you a video, please watch it and let me know. Okay. All right. So you can talk about the fact that they're well connected. You can talk about the fact that they are an entrepreneur. You know, they might be running multiple businesses, or just running one business but doing very well. Or they could be working for a corporate, and they've mentioned to you, man, I'm tired of this. Like, I need a change in my life. So you've also got to keep listening out to the triggers. Okay. And also, don't just wait for the triggers to come, guys. There are questions that you can be asking to unlock those triggers. So how's work going for you? Oh, I hate my boss. Oh, shame. Why do you hate your boss? What's going on? And take a keen interest in their life. All right. You know, man, I'm so upset. I missed Jaden's soccer tournament, and I feel so bad, but I had to be at the office. Oh man, that's hectic. You know, like that was also my struggle. So connect with them on a human level. Like, how is it relatable? Or, and I know my upline had the exact same experience, and this is what her story was, and this is what happened. And you know that you are in the driving seat, and that you do have a choice. And what if I showed you something that could give you the time freedom that you're looking for, so that you can spend time with your kids? Okay, so do you get where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, cool. Okay. How many people in your network scare the you know what out of you? Like you admire them, but you are massively intimidated by those people. I still have people in my network that do that to me. Seriously. For real. Like anybody? Like, anybody knows somebody that you like, really you admire that person, but you like you poop a little. You're poop. Just thinking about talking to them about the business. Anybody got that person? Yeah? Okay. So the best way is to keep the control, keep yourself in the driving seat. All right. This is Eric Wall. He is amazing. He's one of the top multi-level marketers out there. And his approach has always been, anybody who intimidates me, I use reverse psychology. So I would say to them, you know, again, compliments. You see, there's a common thread that comes through here. I just absolutely admire how well connected you are. And I know that, you know, that I'm in this business. I know it's probably not for you, but I am really looking at tapping into dynamic, hungry go-getters. Do you perhaps know of like 5 people that match up these characteristics in your network that I can maybe connect with? And the person's going to go, hold on, like, what are you doing again? Or they're going to go, tell me about your business first before I unlock my network to you. Or they're going to go, send me the information, because maybe actually, why aren't you asking me? You know, why isn't it right for me? So that is a great way for you to hold on to the control. And guys, the worst thing that they can say is no. That is honestly the worst thing they can say is no. No, sorry. I'm not going to share my network with you. All right. So then you go into the invites and you say to them, look, I totally understand that you probably want to understand what this business is all about. So, let me quickly, do you have 5 minutes? Let me quickly explain it to you. Or, you know what, my upline is actually having a Zoom call tonight. We use this incredible technology. You see, it is so cool. So why don't you just dial into the call and, you can hear more about it. Or I'm going to send you a video or whatever the case may be. All right. Here is the little thing that I have learned over the last few weeks, and Hazel actually mentioned it in her training, is once you've sent them the video, what is the next instinct? What do we do like 24 hours later?
If they watched it.
See if they watched it, yeah? And how does that work out for you? That's great, because people are like, no, I've been busy or whatever. Okay, here's what I've been doing, guys. So I have been taking screenshots of my my back office, and I have been sending it on to the people that I have invited into the business. And I actually even did it today, and it's worked really, really well with people I've invited to the business who haven't yet activated. And I've said to them, I know I sent you information about the business, or we spoke about the business yesterday or the day before, whatever the case may be. And this velocity compensation plan is like off the charts. Look at what's happening in my business. Check at how many orders I'm getting, or look at how many signups I've had. It's amazing. Let me know when you're ready to experience the same success. Something to that effect. Okay, because now I'm kind of going, I'm not saying, did you watch the video? Because what's going to happen is they're probably going to say, I've been too busy, or I haven't had time, or yeah, I watched it and then I didn't finish it, or whatever the case may be. Now I've given them a reason to say, oh, well, here's the evidence. It is working. And if you don't yet have it working, you send a message to your upline and you say, I need a screenshot. And then you be honest. You don't say it's your screenshot. You say, look at what my upline is doing. Look at how much money she's earning, or look at her commissions, or look at how many orders she's placed, or look at how many people she's signed into the business. Like, this business is phenomenal. I'm like so excited about it. I just want to share it with you. Okay, start switching gears a little bit and start sharing those proof statements that will then make them go back to that video, or go, hold on, okay, actually I've got a few questions. Would you mind answering them? Does it make sense? Questions? Do we all have something that's evidence that you can share? Can you see on your back office it says, Jess got 5 orders, and it shows 5? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You got that? Janine, you have got a downline that scripts for nix. You just take some screenshots of that, babes, and you go, da-da-da-da, bang. And this is a girl who couldn't even work a computer. Hashtag just, All right.
Yes.
So we've all got that something. Right, then. Okay, let's talk about the organic approach. So adding people to Facebook and to Instagram as friends or followers. Okay, so there's 2 approaches, and guys, I'm actually at the training on the 5th of Jan. I said, I'm going to teach you both. You need to decide. I'm not a fan of the first one. I'm going to actually ban anybody who does approach 1. Seriously, guys, it is so bad for the industry. Again, yesterday I got one of my downlines sending me screenshots of people who are saying, if anybody from New Skin friends them and then starts talking to them about the business, like, they're actually going to be reporting these people to Facebook. And that's not what we want, because it's just becoming like a spam attack. All right. So How people are currently doing it is they're friending people on Facebook, and then they're saying, hello, Andrea, thanks for accepting my request. The reason for my ad is that I want to talk to you about the business. Would you be open to me sending you some information? And then they drop in a video link. Oh my gosh. And all they're doing is copying and pasting. Is that building a relationship? No. Okay. Is it making that person feel like you actually care about them, or that you care about your own pockets? Okay, so the truth is, the second approach, yes, guys, it's going to take a little bit more time, but it's going to help you filter through the duds, and it's also going to help you find the gems. So what you should be doing is, yes, by all means, add at least 10 people to your Facebook on a daily basis. And then, you know what? You send them a wave. You just say, hi, thanks for accepting my request. The end. Then you make a list and you go onto those people's profiles and you go and like some of their posts and you see what they're about. And then if you're going to start having a conversation, make sure that it is something that is real and relevant. So, you know, I see that you've just recently got engaged. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's it. You're not talking about the business, okay? Or you've got two gorgeous girls. I've also got two little girls. They're 9 and 3. And making a connection on a personal point of view. Or I see that you're in the food and beverage industry. That's awesome. What is it that you do for a living? Okay. And you're building a relationship, and so you're not going to necessarily friend a person the same day, and that same day you're going to sign them up. Okay, that is going to be the rare occasion. I see that you shared your bucket list. I'd absolutely love it. I would also love to go and visit the Maldives. Again, got something in connection. All right. So the point of doing this is twofold. The first is, it's once the person starts talking to you and they start building rapport and all that sort of thing, they're going to start asking you questions back. And those questions might lead into an opportunity to discuss the business. So it could be like, yeah, I'm a hospitality director, been doing it for 11 years. What is it that you do for a living? I'm actually part of a phenomenal organization. We're in New Skin, but I just love that I can, you know, be at home with my kids, or I love that, you know, I'm learning so much and I love the products and da-da-da-da. And then you start having a conversation. Or the person says, I absolutely freaking hate my job, or I have two beautiful children, I just wish I could spend more time with them. Or, yeah, Maldives is on my bucket list, but man, we're going to have to save. And those are your triggers then to start opening the door in terms of the invite. Please, guys, don't do approach one. You're hurting the industry, you're hurting your own reputation. It's not cool. The second advantage of having these people added, and also check them out. These are people you're going to be partnering with. So if it doesn't look like it's a kosher person, don't add them as a friend. Just go and, you know, suss things out first a little bit. Is that if they are your friend and you are warming up that algorithm, so every now and then, guys, I literally print out my Facebook friends on a regular basis, and then I will go and I'll say, okay, every day I'm just 5 people. I'm going to quickly go into their post and I'm just going to go and scan their posts and see if there's anything that catches my eye. I'm going to comment on their post and whatever, because then Facebook will show your posts to those people. And if you've happened to put a post out there that's actually either a call for people joining the business, or you've put a post about us winning an award, or you've been celebrated and they happen to see that, what is that called? Attraction marketing. And people go, oh, wow, what is it that Jess does? Let me quickly message her. Jess, I see all of these 3Ks and 5Ks and this and brand. What is it that you do? Okay, guys, it happened to me literally this week. There's been a girl that I've been prospecting for I can't tell you how long, and I've literally like put on serious restraints. There were actually opportunities where she opened the door and I was too poop scared and didn't say anything. And this week she messaged me and she was like, I saw your post. Like, what is it that you do again? And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I can talk to you about the business. So she hasn't signed up yet, but it's looking good. It's looking really good. So it does happen. It just takes time. And all of us want instant gratification. I get that. But this good, solid leads take time. Okay. Because you first have to warm them up. They're cold. You can't just... Okay. Right. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is similar, but it's a professional network. So this is where you need to plug into your professional resources. The approach is a little bit different. So you're going to say, hey, I see you are a consultant for KPMG. That must be a pretty interesting job. You complimented them. You don't know them from bar soap or whatever. How's it going for you? No, it's great. The market's up or the market's down or whatever the case may be. I actually want, the reason for my connect is I want to see if we can't chat about mutual business opportunities. And guys, here's the thing is don't connect with a person if there isn't a mutually beneficial opportunity. We all know people and we don't have to be these highfalutin business people to use this platform because birds of a feather flock together. So if you're in, for example, Janine's in the education department, that means that very likely on her LinkedIn profile, she will have teachers, she will have other people who work at other schools. And so that there is some, form of connection there. And she could say something to the effect as, like, I was wondering if we could maybe just connect and chat about, like, how you're finding the new, I don't know, Janine, help me, yeah? Like the new requirements for whatever communicator,
whatever.
Find something that you guys can talk about. And then if they say, yeah, actually that sounds interesting, and then when you talk to them, you organize like a Zoom or a call or a WhatsApp voice notes or something. Can we chat on WhatsApp? It's probably easier. Then you first do what you say you were gonna do. So Jess, I mean, in your industry, you probably have got like contacts that you could share in the industry with people who do something similar to what you used to do, or whatever the case may be. And you can start saying, I don't mind like sharing with that, but while I've got you on the call, like, or while I'm speaking to you, like, you actually sound so dynamic. I'm involved in this other business now, and this is my story, and blah, 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 blah. Tell them about the opportunity. Do you see where I'm going with that? Does it make sense? Is it something you guys can do? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. Right. Okay, your networks. So, if everybody has exhausted their warm networks, and here's the reality, guys. If you've already exhausted your warm networks, go back again. Go back through your phone book, go back through your social media, go back through that memory jogger from good old Fraser Brooks, which is in Summit to Success under the file section, because I can guarantee you now you haven't exhausted your warm networks. I haven't even exhausted my warm networks yet. And I honestly wasn't very well networked. So, go through your warm networks, and then if your warm networks say, you know what, it's not for me, you can use it as an opportunity to either get a referral, or you say to your friend, you know what, I know that this business isn't for you, or whatever the case may be, but love, why don't you host me a pamper party? Like, let's get like 5 of your friends. You know those girls that you're always talking about? Let's get them around this Saturday and we just have some fun with the girls. I just want to share like the products with them, and it's for free. They don't have to pay for it. It's my spoil to you and your friends. That's one way of unlocking their networks. Or you have at your house, then I can bring a plate of snacks or something, whatever. That's a great way. Or you say to them, let's go and do a paint night. You invite 5 friends. I'll invite 5 friends. Guess what? You're going to be talking to her 5 friends about how amazing your skin looks, and it's glowing and it's wonderful. There's so many different ways you can unlock your networks. Or just being honest and saying, like, can you put me in touch with 5 people that you know that need to make extra money? So your networks should actually never, ever, 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 ever run out, because you should be spider webbing through your own networks into their networks, into their networks, into their networks. Right. Okay. Then, intentionally going to join a club or a gym or a community. So, guys, there are small business networking forums all over. And a lot of them are actually like free, or they're like next to nothing. Some of them happen during the day. So if you've got a full-time job, that is a little bit tricky. A lot of them happen overnight. I mean, at nights and on the weekend. All right? Because they all are for business people. Plug into those opportunities. Join a gym. Join a book club. Join a Mums and Tots club. Join a... If any of your kids play sports, you're already part of a club. And so you should be talking to those mommies and daddies even. Okay, I think that's actually where Janine does most of her business, is on the side of the sports field. I've seen her in action. All right. Again, you got to make it sincere. You got to compliment the people. You got to link in to you listening out for triggers, or you're asking questions. Guys, you have to talk to people. That's all you have to do, is talk to people. All right, then the intentional Facebook posts. So I did one this morning. I think I got about 8 responses just from that post. I said, any of my Facebook friends who want to earn weekly pay, let me know. Got a whole bunch of responses, and I should have a few signups coming through tomorrow. It works. Janine put a really cool post, and she led with products, and she said, like, I've been telling you how amazing tea green capsules are. It's in over 50 countries. Wouldn't you love to just sell these tea greens and make a little extra money? And she got a bunch of responses. Yeah, not all of them have come through, but just because it hasn't come through now, guys, doesn't mean that person is still watching you, and as they see you progress down the line, they're going to go, oh, hold on. So the story with my recent brand representative, Jolene, she was that person. I had spoken to her at the beginning of last year already. We had galvanicked her face. I had done every single treatment I could possibly think of under the sun, because I was like, this girl is dynamic. She needs to be part of my team. And she was like, It took her being retrenched and her phoning me up on the day after she was retrenched. She was like, okay, I've been retrenched. Like, I'm interested. And I've been watching you, and that's what it took. So, yeah, it took like 11 months or 9 months to join the business. But the seed was planted. So don't get despondent if they say no now. It doesn't mean it's a no forever. Okay. Right. Then, paid Facebook advertising. So I'm not going to teach the strategy tonight, but if you want me to teach you, I will do an individual one-on-one Zoom call with you. This has been my silver bullet. We've tried it with some other people, and it hasn't been their silver bullets. It all depends on I think your approach. I think it depends on what works for you. So you guys need to figure these things out. But this is how I find Tanya, and this is how I find Neo. So and here they are. Just say. So it's a way that you set up from your Facebook page, you set an advert up that attracts the people. And this is why I love this strategy, because the people come to me. And so it's a quick way to get that growth. The people I've been recruiting, majority of them have been through my Facebook advertising. And you can say, I'm looking for these type of characteristics and these type of interests, because that should hopefully attract this type of person. Okay. And then we're going to talk about what happens once you have somebody who's interested. Out and about, you might go for coffee and there might be this dynamic waitress. Why are you not asking them, like, is this what you want to do for the rest of your life? Or you are so dynamic. Like, is this what you do full time? Or, you know, surely you should be doing something better with your life because you're amazing. And, like, no disrespect, but, like, you are wow. You know? It could be a store assistant. It could be somebody at Checkers. Like, you've got to, there are so many amazing people out there that just are, all they want is that opportunity. They will grab it by both hands and they will run with it. Okay. Then, returning a no into a referral. So, if somebody says no to you, doesn't mean it's the end of the line. If they say no to you, say, sure, look, I understand this opportunity is not for everybody, but tell me, do you know of 5 dynamic go-getters who are looking to make some extra money? And then you sweeten the pot and you say to them, you know what? For every person you refer to me who happened to join the business, you will get 10% discount off any purchase. So you're still getting a sale from the person. Or you can say to them, like, I'll give you a power lips or whatever. Like, it's your business, you decide. Discounts are great because you're not handing cash out up front, so it's not hitting your cash flow. You're getting them to experience the product, which means down the line they potentially could either become a really good customer or they could end up joining the business. Right. Okay. So you've got a person interested. This is what I'm hearing is where we kind of like really, this is where we get stuck. So what next? Somebody says, yes, send me more information. I send them a video link. Or I invite them to a Zoom call and they don't pitch up. Or I send them, if you've got a bot link, or we do a physical business briefing, or you do a 3-way call with your upline or whatever. Okay? So some basic business etiquette actually falls into place in this arena, guys. You need to stay in the driving seat. So if the person says, you know what, I'm interested, then you say to them, okay. For example, if you know we've got a business briefing Zoom call, you need to say to them, okay, got this Zoom business briefing. My upline is super, super busy, but she has made a special session just for me. So again, you're elevating your upline, yourself, and you're saying we're busy and this is super important. But you need to let me know by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning whether you can make the call or not. Because I need to RSVP, because if I don't RSVP, the call she unfortunately won't be doing the call. And this is going to be a great way for you to really understand how this business works. So there's a benefit for them. Then, if by 10 o'clock they have not let you know, you just message them and you just say, I don't mean to be a nag, but I just need to let my upline know she's really, really busy. Are you going to be joining us for the call tonight? If they say yes, then you say cool. Then, guys, not 5 minutes before the call is going to happen. You are already messaging them an hour before, 2 hours before, and you're just saying, so excited about tonight's call. My upline's got something really, really awesome planned that she shared with me, and I can't wait until she shares it with you. Okay, so you're creating this curiosity and you're confirming the attendance. Just want to check you've downloaded Zoom and you know how it works. Not 5 minutes before the call. Okay, this happens well in advance so that if they're struggling with something or whatever, you've got time to sort it out. Then, if you're going to be sending them a video, that's great, but you've taken yourself out the driver's seat. So before sending the video, you need to say to them, I'm going to send you a link to the video. It's a really short video, so it's not going to take you, it's going to like 6 minutes long. It's going to show you how the business opportunity works. will you be able to have watched the video by lunchtime today? So again, you back in the driver's seat. If the person says yes, so Tanya, this will help you from feeling that you are nagging people. Tanya, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, cool. So that feeling of I'm going to be nagging the person, you're not going to be nagging the person if they have agreed to accountability. And accountability is you saying, you know what, my time's precious, so please don't waste it. And you've agreed to this time. And before that time and if they say yes, I'll be able to have watched it by midday today, you say to them, great, can I give you a call at 12:30? Or can we chat at 12:30 on WhatsApp or whatever? And if they say no, then you can say to them, okay, 12:30 is not going to work for you. Give them two options. Would tonight at 6 o'clock work, or tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock? You give them two options. So you don't give them two options up front. That's also what I've learned, is you almost need to remain in the driving seat and you're looking at your schedule and you're saying, I can make this time. So that is your first option. If they come back and they say no, then you give them two alternative options. And then if they said they would have watched the video by midday today, at midday today, you're going to send them a message and say, I'm so excited for us to chat at 12:30. I hope you enjoyed the video. Because if they haven't, then they're going to be like, oh, crap, but you go watch the video. Okay, so guys, yes, it might feel like a little bit of admin, but you're going to do far less of these calls and have a far greater hit rate than wasting your time on time wasters. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Questions? No. Okay, right, let's move it on. Okay, so what are the resources? If you have a look on the Dan and Hazel group, Dan's put a brilliant video together. It is currently in US dollars. We've asked him to change it to create a version that's in rands, so he's busy working on that. We've got the bot link opportunity. If you don't have your bot set up, use mine. Ask me for the links. The bot link is that it's a step-by-step process that people can run through and find out about the business. We do the Zoom briefing call. It's not every Thursday, sorry, let's change it. It's every Monday at 8:30. No RSVPs, no calls. Simple. Right. So those are some of the sources. Plus, if you've got somebody, guys, get me on the line with you if you're not feeling confident. Like, we can have a three-way call. We can do a Zoom call just for you. We can whatever. If you've got 20 girls, I will pay for a plane ticket and I will come to you and we will do a business briefing. I'm just saying, like, we've got to make this business work together. Okay. I hope I planted some seeds. Tanya, I'm super keen to come to the Eastern Cape. I'm just saying. Right. So, we are not going to role play tonight because it's already 20 to 10. But guys, here's the homework, is that you need to pick a scenario, all those different ways that you can find resources. And I want you, as an accountability thing, to send me a voice note of the conversation that you would potentially have with that particular person. So, for example, if you happen to have met a waitress while you had coffee with a friend, send me the conversation of how you see that conversation going. Voice noted to me. Whenever, hopefully before the next training. If you don't do it, it's your own accountability. I'm not following up on you. This is your business. Okay, but it's a good way for you to start getting out of those comfort zones. I'm not going to laugh at you. I promise you. Like, this is just for you to practice. And it gives me an opportunity to hear what you're saying. And I can share some insights or some ideas, or it might just like be amazing and you might teach me something. Happy? Makes sense? Cool, right. Okay, so what happens once you've signed up a person? How many people have signed people up and they do ziggaloo? I've got a bunch of zeros in my back office. Like, it's a real thing. So the first thing is, don't get too attached to the zero. You're going to have those people, all right? But it's important that you give them a fighting chance to do well in this business. And to do that, they've got to be added to the WhatsApp groups. By the way, I'm going to change the name of the Work Hard, Rest Hard group. It's horrific. Like, what was I thinking? So we'll think of something cool and we'll call it something cool. And that is specifically for my organization. And then there's Summit to Success, which is for Sharice and the entire, all our sidelines as well. Okay? Then you got to add them to the Facebook training groups. You need to decide what works for you. What's been working for me is I add them to Lizelle's newbies because they find the basics of the business. And don't just add them. Either go tag them in the bank form that they've got to complete, or say to them, after I've added them to all the groups, I send them a voice note. Nail will know this. I send you a voice note and I say, this group is for this group is for that. This is important in this group. Go and have a look at it. Go watch this. This is what you should look out for. So orientate them a little bit, okay? Then, so I add them to newbies, I add them to Summit to Success, and I add them to the Dan and Hazel support group, and then the 100% product user group. Those are the only 4 that I add them to now. Tanya will know when she got added to the business, I added her to probably 57 groups. Hey, Tanya. Yeah, and it's overwhelming. Like, again, I've learned on this journey of what works and what doesn't work. So then I say to them, I've changed the languaging completely, and I say to them, so tell me, how much money do you want to earn in the next 90 days, and what is your ideal income? And they will give me a figure for 90 days and their ideal income, and then it gives me an indication. Are they just wanting this as a part-time business? That's cool, okay. We're not going to be pushing for brand rep. We're going to really be focusing on them getting their sales started. Or if somebody's wanting to earn like 30K, I'm like, okay, brand rep is where we've got to go. Right. And again, managing expectations up front, because if you don't, and Janine said this so beautifully, I think in one of our calls, if you don't manage these expectations up front, you're going to have the people that are disappointed and they're going to end up leaving the business. And yes, there are some fast starters, and some of those fast starters are probably on this call tonight, which is amazing. But generally, people take longer in this business. Okay. So then what I do is I also say to them, okay, so how are you going to launch your business? I don't tell them how to launch the business. I used to, and that was also a big mistake. I say to them, how do you want to launch your business? And then they start thinking, okay, this is, oh, hell, what does she mean launch? Oh, crap. Let me start thinking about this. How can I do the business? And then they start asking you relevant questions, and you can start seeing kind of where their head is at, or they're like, oh, gosh, I don't know. I don't know where to start. And then you can say to them, use the Getting Started bot so that you can see how to do this business, or you can start asking questions like, do you have a Facebook presence? Do you know how to use WhatsApp? What products do you want to start with? Are you wanting to do pamper parties? Because if you want to do pamper parties, I really recommend you go for a beauty box. Okay, so you including the recommendation of products into also how they want to launch their business. Then I say to them, I have the launch conversation up front now, whereas before I would wait until them to place their first order before I would invest time with them. I say to them, I will mentor you and spend time with you as soon as you've placed your first order. But I've already given them ideas of things that they can do to get the business going. Remember, the advantage for all of us is that they get the business going as quickly as possible. And then please make sure that those people are invited to all the events that are coming up, to all the Zoom training calls that are happening. Even if they've missed out like all 3 of the Quantum Leap training and there's only 1 more left, get them on that training, because we can catch them up on all the other stuff. They might, like, just seeing other people and hearing other people might be what they need to hear to get going in the business. Okay, right, then very quickly, because I can see there are some very tired eyes on this call tonight. It's very late. Okay, so I quickly just want to share with you a video from one of our uplines. She recorded this specifically. Janine, you've already watched it, but I think it's always good to hear it again. Let me just find her. Oh gosh, where is she? Joan. Wait, is it? No. Okay, so Joan is a blue diamond. She is based in Scotland. She's got quite a thick accent. So, where is she? Sorry. Damn it. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. If I can't find it in the next 2 minutes, then I will drop it to you guys specifically because you attended the call. I think it's in my downloads, possibly. Okay, guys, I'll find it and I will send it on to you guys. I think I might need to send it via WeTransfer. And she's got some really good insights in terms of her top tips for 2019. So I will send that on to you guys. Sorry that I couldn't find it tonight, so I don't know where I put it, somewhere. All right. Okay, guys, any quick questions before we end the call?
Nope.
What are you going to do differently tomorrow? That's my big question.
Not do anything that I've done the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
Option 1 on your training, on your recruiting thing.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's fine, Jess. That's how we learn, girl. Okay, that's how we learn.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody else? What are you doing differently? Yeah.
I'm gonna go through my warm contacts again.
Go, girl. Lots of prosperous gems right there. Anybody else?
Dress less.
Yes. Okay, brilliant. Okay, girls, go and get some shut eye. You guys are working damn hard. I'm super proud of you. This effort will pay off. I promise you. You guys have got grits. Grits is what gets you to the top of this business. Promise you. Okay, proud of you. Have an amazing evening. Sleep tight. Love you lots. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.